A woman my age can make a man come in a minute because we just know what to do. We know how to touch you. We know how to please you. We know how to, you know, we're going to get up. We're going to get the warm rag for you. We're going to make sure you clean. We're going to make you breakfast. Like, that comes with an older.
Time out. Isn't Amber Rose was like one of those women that's like a reformed Christian before she was a complete liberal? Sex walk and all of those other type of things. She was fully with the entire sexual liberation movement. Then it seems like last year when Trump was running, she made a complete switch and she's saying that she's going to be more conservative and voting Republican and how the left is all propaganda and they lied to her. So, but now it's like we're watching this video just a few seconds in and you're speaking all of the sexual stuff right now. A woman that's older can make it. And come on, like conservative women wouldn't speak like that. But let's see where this is going. It says Amber Rose explaining to Ray J why it is that younger men like older women so much. So currently, thus far, her explanation of why younger men like older women is because older women are more sexual and can make you come fast. I'll break this down for you guys. Let's continue on.
Woman, you know, a young woman, not to say that there's not young women that will do that, but for the most part, it's going to be an older woman that's why the young boys like us so much.
1 minute and clean, they said. Jesus.
You know what I mean?
That's incorrect. The young guys like the older women is because the older women are easier. It's just the facts. You're older, you're not getting as much attention as when you were younger. So it's a easier mating strategy for when young guys want to just get sex. Not because the older chicks are better at sex or that can make them come faster. No, like that has nothing to do. It ain't nothing you can do. I'm 36 years old. It ain't nothing you can do from, you know, me messing with younger girls when I was younger and me messing with older girls. There's nothing no older girl, the woman with more experience to make a man come faster. If anything, men are more attracted to inexperience. So the girl that seems like she don't know what she doing and you may be her first one, that may be actually more exciting than a chick that you know everybody done ran through her like, man, I ain't even the first nigga up in here. I'm not the second nigga. I'm probably not the 50th nigga. I'm like the 90th, 8th person. God dang, this is whatever, chick. That isn't making the man come faster. She just speaking nonsense right now. Younger men go for older women because guess what? Those older women got less options, so they're easier. It's an easier source, an easier candidate. Them younger chicks, no, they got mad options.
So the warm towel is a very, very good gesture.
And not only that, the younger girls, they're barely going for the younger guys because the younger guys aren't established. And we know that a woman that has the world's her oyster and she has many options, the more her standards go up. It's like, I got options, so why would I date you? Why would I choose you? Oh, I got this NBA player in my DMs. I have this NFL player in my DMs. This guy from my city is trying to holler at me. He doesn't stand a chance because them younger chicks got options like that.
Yeah, we're going to give you the warm towel. We're going to make you some French toast in the morning, some scrambled eggs. We're going to get you, you know, we're going to get you back right.
That part is a fact. Them older chicks with kids, they will let you drink the kids' juicy juice. That is a fact. You can drink all the kids' juicy juice. You can eat the fruit snacks. You got access to the kitchen, my dog. So yeah, that's a benefit. That's a benefit of why those little young snackertoos are messing with them older chicks. But that ain't the reason why they're messing with them old chicks. The reason why, once again, is because easier option. All right, let's get to another clip. See what the supporters sent in.
Tend to experiment earlier with sexual relationships. In fact, we see, again, a measurable difference in the girl's body. On average, girls who are raised apart from their biological father will experience their first period 1 year earlier than girls who are raised in the home of their biological dad. Yeah. There's several theories about why that is, but something about having no father in the home or foreign pheromones of mother's boyfriend or a stepfather that initiates an early reproductive cycle in the girl. Couple that with the likely father hunger that she is experiencing, because all little girls long for, are made for, and desire to be cherished by a man. And if the man is not her father, who is offering that kind of protective guidance, she will find a man to love her. It just might be for 5 minutes on a Friday night. That is why 63% of girls in the United States who have teen pregnancies come from fatherless homes, right? Not only because they're reproductively ready, but they're vulnerable to the wrong kind of male attention. Boys who don't grow up with...
So far, she's spitting facts right here. She is spitting facts, things that I always speak about on the podcast myself. Women that come from fatherless homes, they're more likely to, be susceptible to outside influences, hang around the wrong crowds. That's, daughters and sons. And they're just more likely to be degenerates, right? With that being said, as far as the examples that she's given in, what it does to the younger girls' hormones and stuff like that, I've seen some studies on that as well. So it seems that what she's saying holds some validity for sure in regards to that. Let's continue on.
A father. Brad Wilcox just unveiled this astounding finding in his book, Get Married. He found that if a boy grows up without a father, he is more likely to go to prison than graduate from college. That is the impact of a fatherless home on a boy. Criminality is the more predictable result for boys. Why is that? Because fathers are distinctly wired to regulate a child's aggression, specifically a boy's aggression. And if they do not have a father in the home wrestling with them when they are age 4, arm wrestling with them when they're age 6, building and chopping and climbing trees, if they don't have a father that is channeling that aggressive, that competitiveness, sometimes the first time they run into that kind of physical boundary is with the police. And unfortunately, that's not the right place to test out your aggressiveness. They will find somebody like the girls, they will find a man to love them and shape them and guide them. And a lot of times it's a gang leader, somebody that is going to use them to advance their own aims. So fatherlessness is really at the heart of most of the social ills that we're facing in America, certainly in the UK too. I know that right now you have, I think 50% of the children in the UK will reach their 14th birthday in a fractured home. Girl.
She is spitting big facts. That is 100% true. 100% true. Let's expound on some of the points that she made, because she is speaking facts here. The nuclear family has always been the backbone of American society. So a father and a mother being in a home is very important for the child's development. We can say, well, what's like that natural role of the father? And what's the natural role of the mother? When the child is going throughout their childhood life, playing sports and stuff like that, for an example, if the kid is playing basketball and the kid loses the game, the mother is more there to coddle the kid, to let the kid know, hey, little Billy, you did great. I love you despite you losing this game. It doesn't matter if the kid scored 0 points, if the kid had a horrible game, that mother would still show the kid love. That's what would happen in a 2-parent household, right? The father would say, hey, little Billy, here's what you can do better. So what is this doing to the kid? What is this helping the kid develop? It's helping the kid regulate their emotions. Because if, despite how you did, the mother is there to coddle you and say, hey, you did great anyway, it's helping the kid so he doesn't fall into a depression state. And depression is when you're worried about the past. So let's say the next day, the kid will be more likely not to fall into depression because the mother is there coddling the kid and letting her know that it doesn't matter about this game. I love you anyway. You're doing great. The father is there to give the kid a plan. Hey, Billy, you did okay, but here's what you can do better. Now, what's anxiety? Anxiety is when you dwell on the future. You have anxiety like, oh, I don't know what to expect. You don't have a plan. When you have anxiety, bro, when you really don't have a plan. And I think the father is there to let you know that you can do better. What's doing better? Future. It doesn't matter how you did. That's talking about the past, right? So the mother is there to help the kid not to fall in depression. And the father is there to help the kid not to fall into anxiety. So depression and anxiety. So it's helping the kid regulate their emotions. And when you have this balance, it also instills other things into the kid. The kid had a sucky game. So it's like, all right, I'm not going to go ahead and dwell on that game. Listen, it is what it is. The father is telling you, hey, you could do better. Here's a plan to do better. I'll go ahead and coach you, and we're going to shoot some more shots in the backyard. So now you'll be even more confident when it comes to the next game. So it truly, to parents, it truly helps develops the kid emotions. But anyways, good clip. Whoever sent that to me, let's move it right along and get to another one. So if you like that clip and you want to watch more, click right here. But if you want to watch the full episode, click right here.